we have an engine check light on, which is always a worrying thing. Okay, we've got this OBD reader and press OK to scan. This codes found 1, monitors non applicable, read codes. Diesel, particulate filter, differential pressure sensor circuit high. Yeah, so we've had this car for, well, we bought it brand new back in 2017 from the dealer, and basically it's our first and only brand new car ever. We were looking around for something. We had a Twingo, no, we had a Vauxhall Astra at the time, and we were looking to get something, you know, a little bit fancier, and we went to see these in the showroom. My wife really liked them. And at the time, still, there's two options. It's the diesel or the petrol. We went for the diesel one because the economy, diesel has 185 horsepower, whereas the petrol has 250. So we ordered this to our spec. We paid the extra for the silver paint, Moondust silver. When the car was actually, you know, started to, when we put the order off, we kept phoning up. We're like, oh, can we add this on? Can we add that on? So we ended up adding like the heated steering wheel, the upgraded stereo system. It's pretty much like spec'd as high as it can go. The only thing we didn't get was like the rear reversing camera, which I can add on, which we were planning to add on, but we never got around to. And yeah, we've done 54,000 miles. We've done a lot of like cool trips in this all around Scotland and England. It's really economical. It's really comfy. It's just a great little car. Like, it's just always been like dependable and just like the workhorse just for all the trips. So yeah, we were looking at other cars. We thought, you know, since this check engine light issue happened a few days ago, we thought, oh, should we just fix it and trade it in for something new? But yeah, this is how much it is for an equivalent diesel for an ST spec'd up. This is how much it costs for a new Defender, which is the only other car that my wife currently wants. So yeah, basically plan is just to spend a bit of money on our ST. He's called Steve, so Steve will be getting some new bits and pieces, and the first and foremost, we need to fix this this check engine issue. So let's crack on. So when you have an engine check light warning on your dash and the car is currently off the road, the most important thing you need to think about is, should I put new brakes on? The answer is yes, obviously. Upgraded discs, we were drilled and grooved, and this isn't really necessarily to improve the performance. It's because the brake discs on the car are stock, original. They've done 54,000 miles and they have some deep scars, and yeah, seems like they've got emotions. Physically scarred as a brake disc. I've had a hard life and I'm depressed, but no. Anyway, look, I'm changing these for these new, beautiful, grooved, drilled. These are drilled. I guess these are dimpled, but they do the same thing. New pads. So yes, let's get the car jacked up and get. I think I'll start with the front. Okay. These calipers are hanging with electrical wire. Anyway, the disc is very much stuck on, so I'm just gonna soak that both sides and then, you know, get a cup of tea and try and get it off. Taking the caliper mount off, so clean all that up whilst I'm doing this. But yeah, because of where I live, a lot of salt on the roads, fucker is stuck solid. Get decent lip on these as well. Look at that corrosion, holy moly. Holy moly. Wow. My wife's been driving this car hard, I guess. Look at all the bits. Right, we dab of the old hammerite for the sheath thing. I don't know what the word is. And we've got the new disc. And this is the opposite side. This is the passenger side, and I cut all this. I can only imagine like there's some bits of stones or metal that got stuck in it, and this is probably what's been causing all the vibrations that we've been noticing. So yes, it's the pad, big chunk out of this corner, and then on the other pad you see all that. So there you go. Just got to clean up this side, bit of paint, and we'll put the new disc on. Right, going to give these a bit of a sponge bath. Right, now I need to figure out how to put these pads on. Alright, rear left, passenger left. I'm just cleaning this all out. The guard here, you know, I've got a lot of this crustiness off, but yeah, a few holes. But I mean, yeah, I don't know, maybe you can get like a galvanized one of these. That would make sense. Just unbolt it and put a new one in. But yeah, I'll have a look. But for now, I'm just gonna give it a paint and get the disc on. That's 5-6 years worth of British roads. These should be galvanized. Alright, I'm at the DPF. I've unplugged both the sensors, and first problem I've got is the captive bolt there on this side snapped. So I'm going to have to cut it off and drill it out. Fun. And I disconnected this pipe as well. So hopefully the car doesn't fall on my head. Just drilled a hole in the middle of what's left. I'll cut away the rest of the bolt. I scored this bit a little bit, which is annoying, so I'll just have to, when everything goes back together, I'll just have to try and put a little bit of exhaust filler in there before the gasket goes on. It should be okay because the main part of the seal is around here, but yeah, fill that. Okay, I've taken off this front piece of trim so I can get the front bumper off, and what I'm going to do today is give this a bit of a rub down and a paint to stop any future issues, or at least extend the time between having to replace anything. So obviously corrosion from the salty roads, and then I don't know if you can make that out, but do the same on the rear as well, because bloody Pumaspeed are still dragging their feet with getting my order sent out. So cars on stilts can't do anything until the parts come, so I thought spend the time just getting these bits cleaned up. Alright folks, check this out. Most of you that are watching this video have searched for this, so you'll already be aware that these lights on the ST3 models of the Focus and Fiesta, Focus Mark 3.5 at least, this is what this is, they're supposed to light up when you open the door, but due to poor design, after a while they tend to fail. They also have these on, they might have these on the RS. I need to check my RS to see if you have the switches to light on or off, or they're just, you know, standard ones like you get on the ST2s and ST1s. But anyway, I'm going to remove this and try and get it working. So they just held on with some adhesive and just got under there with a razor blade to cut that away. And this is how it's switched and connected into the car. So you pull up the trim at the side and you'll see it goes in underneath here and it plugs in. There's a little plug you need to disconnect on the other side of this. So it's plugged in like this. You'll find that actually the ribbon has got a little bit of adhesive, so you just have to prise that loose and then you disconnect it. At the top here you have to push on that little prong and then it should just come apart. Right, that's it out, and so what happens is moisture, water and whatnot gets through the sides of this part. Excuse my hands, I was underneath the Defender all day yesterday, and moisture gets in and fucks up the little LED chips. So this part here as well, we'll have a look inside there, show you what's going on, and a little dent there. So the first thing I have to do is just get like some heat on it, my hairdryer type thing, and we'll get some fishing line and peel away this thin metal. I guess it's like brushed aluminium. Peel that back and I'll show you what's underneath there. Right, that's the top layer off, and then you're left with this dirty thing. And what I think happens is that you see around the kind of sides of this, particularly around the edges, that's where I think the moisture gets in and fucks with the internals. So the next step is peel back this red piece of plastic. Right, red bit's off. You already see there's moisture in here, so these parts are clearly not sealing around the edges, which is why even if you get a replacement one, which are, by the way, 250 quid for a set, used ones, I don't think you can even get new ones anymore, I could be wrong, or you go to Ford and they'd charge you whatever they would charge you. If it's 250 for used ones on eBay, then think about how much it would cost for brand new ones from Ford. Look at that, so there's moisture in there, and you'll see here's the little mechanism, and that doesn't look too good, that kind of brown oxidization or whatever. So let's peel away this last piece and see what's going on with the little LED light. So that bit comes off. It's a clear bit of plastic. It's very wet. And then this here, let's see. Just be able to. It's just a piece of film. Very wet, and this is what creates the light. Oh. See, the water gets into there and it fucks everything up. So this bit goes in here, this nice strip. You just snip it to the right size, and it means that this plastic piece here and this piece of film are no longer required because there's no room for those. So it's simply a case of putting the red piece and then the silver piece on top of this and sealing it up as best you can. Alright folks, new DPF came and comes with a new engine mount, a tool to recalibrate the ECU, new intake pipe, rubber intake pipe, and connecting bits and pieces, so let's go and install it. Instruction says to cut out the old DPF. There's a weld there, 220mm back. I've done it. There's the old one. Here's the new one. Let's put it in. There we go. Installed. Pretty simple. I've given everything a bit of paint as well down here. Over here, a bit of longevity. Just waiting on the intercooler arriving now. For some reason they deliver things separately at Pumaspeed. Alrighty, final piece. Well, not the final piece, but intercooler finally came. Airtec. Get this on. Comes with some instructions, so it's always handy. That's the old one out and the new one. It's really not that massive a difference. I mean, I did this on the RS, and the aftermarket one I put on, the Airtec one, was much bigger than the stock one, but here it's, yeah, better made, higher flowing, but not bigger. Right, that's it on. New intercooler. Just got to get the bumper lights back on, and then we'll do the remap. The Stage 2 kit comes with this upgraded rubber intake pipe to replace this. I don't really think it makes much difference at all, but I guess a little cosmetic thing. Anyway, came with a kit, so it's all fitted, and intercooler back on, front grille and everything back on. Just need to do the map next. Okay, I remapped everything, but still getting the same engine warning light, DPF pressure sensor high, and the issue is that this cable here has split because of the way Ford decided to route it. So we will reconnect those wires, put everything back together, and then hopefully that's it. Right, brakes are all done, all did, and these now work. It's pretty cool. Engine lights fixed because I did the last thing, which is this, the MaxD tune. You plug in one end of this, one end to your laptop, you send off the tune, they send you one back, you install it. I also installed a new version of maps up to 3.4, so it's slightly more modern, and the car is a bit louder, much quicker, more pull in all the gears. So yeah, overall pretty good. I think this thing's a bit rubbish though, because with the other stuff that I've used, like for the RS, it's like all just a map that you get given, and then you install it all with the handheld thing. You don't have to, like, I don't have a laptop, so like I had to borrow one, so it was a bit annoying, but because it doesn't work with Apple, it only works with PC with Windows. But anyway, there we go. The last thing I need to do is just give the whole car clean and fix that one dent. But yeah, I've got these new bolts. I can't remember if I showed you these or not, but these are mounted nuts which are good. They don't rust. Probably get the wheels redid at some point, but anyway, there we go. I'm gonna get a roof box. Well, I've just ordered one because I'm going down to Cornwall. But yeah, car is much quicker, no check engine light on, and yeah, overall gonna serve us for a few more years at least. So alright, cheers.